full stop. It's now time to see what fitness regime have Vishwanath and Shabnam been put onto. So let's check it out.
It's Shabnam's turn first to begin her exercise session. But as with any workout, a warm-up is a must.
Fantastic, I look forward to that.
A good warm-up prevents muscle stiffness, warms the cold muscles, prevents cramps and muscle injury, and sets the heart rate to a workable pace for the exercise. Shabnam's workout session begins with a short warm-up which involves stretching of the hamstring muscles and the calf muscles. This is followed by arm and neck rotations. The stretches are followed by on-the-spot jogging for around 5 minutes, after which the intensity of the jog is slightly increased.
So this was your warm-up.
The warm-up is followed by some specific exercises which in Shabnam's case are targeted at getting rid of the fat deposits around the hips. A very basic and easy exercise is the lateral raise, which requires the support of a wall. Without bending the knee, the leg is taken forward and brought back to the original position. While doing this, the back has to remain straight and the foot should not touch the ground. This exercise is done for around 10 counts and repeated with the other leg. This is followed by the backward lateral raise, where the leg is raised backward and brought back to the original position. Just like the previous exercise, this one is also done for around 10 counts. Another exercise that Shabnam is made to do is squats, done with the help of the exercise ball.
You can also use a simple football or a play ball at home, just so that you get a proper posture, and this enhancing your core stability.
For this, the ball is made to rest between the wall and her back. With the legs kept slightly apart, she is made to push her hip out and move her body down as it rolls along the ball. While doing this, the back has to be straight and knees in line with the toes. The exercise is repeated for around 10 counts initially, and then the number of repetitions is gradually increased. Another exercise that works well on the hips is the leg raise. This is done by sleeping sideways on an exercise mat. The leg is then raised upwards with toes pointing inwards and brought down slowly without letting it touch the other leg. The exercise is repeated for around 10 counts and the same is done with the other leg.
All the while you should see that your position is straight. You should not tilt forwards or backwards.
Shabnam's fitness session ends with a doggy kick. For this, she is made to go down on her fours. The right leg is then raised laterally with the knee bent and slowly brought back. The same is repeated with the other leg for around 10 counts. The doggy kick is an extremely effective exercise to get rid of the excess flab around the hips.
Wow, this was really exhausting. This exercise and the previous one, I could actually feel the pressure on the sides.
Well, Shabnam has finished her bit and now it's time for Vishwanath to sweat it out. So let's see what he's up to.
While the warm-up session for Vishwanath remains the same as for Shabnam, his exercise regime focuses on getting rid of the flab around the belly. Priyanka suggests 3 simple exercises for him. The first is a knee raise crunch. For this, Vishwanath is made to lie down on the back on an exercise mat. With the hands put behind the back for support, the knees have to be brought as close to the chest as possible and then slowly taken down. The key thing here is to exhale when bringing the knees up and inhale when taking it down. The exercise is repeated for 10 counts and then gradually increased. This is followed by the mid-ab crunches.
Now we'll be starting off with the mid crunches. So when you're doing this, it's for your upper abdominals. Now whenever you're doing this, you have to breathe out. Breathing is a very important factor. So you'll be puffing out from your mouth and breathing in from your nose.
While lying in the same position as the earlier exercise with knees bent, the hands are now kept behind the neck for support. By focusing at a point on the ceiling, the upper torso is raised as high as possible while exhaling. Then while inhaling, it is brought back to the original position, taking care not to touch the neck to the floor. This exercise is repeated for 10 counts and then gradually increased. The third recommended exercise for Vishwanath is the cycling crunch. This is also done in the same position as the earlier one with the hands on the shoulder. The upper torso is raised and the tip of each elbow is made to touch the opposite knee. While doing this, the gaze should be focused at a point on the ceiling to avoid straining the back.
It's tough.
Yes.
All these 3 ones feel really good. I can actually feel the pressure across my
That's right.
stomach.
When you start feeling the pressure, that's the time your muscles are working.
Okay.
You get an effective workout with a gradual progress.
While this was just the initiation into their exercise regime, both Shabnam and Vishwanath have been advised to continue doing these every alternate day and also over a period of time to increase the number of repetitions for each exercise.
Well, looks like Vishwanath and Shabnam are all set to achieve their mission to fight the flab. While exercising is one aspect of weight reduction, the other is diet control.